Hey everyone, it's Brain Smasher back at ya. Taking a break from packing my luggage for Europe just to check in with you guys and to make a really quick video, hopefully. I just kind of want to try something out and I want to have a video to try it out on. What I thought I would do in the short format so that I don't bore you or alienate you too much is talk about bands that you might be surprised that I'm into. Non-metal stuff, obviously. So we'll get started. With just one indie rock band in the pile, I hope that doesn't annoy you too much, but this is one of my favorites. This is Drive Like Jehu's Yank Crime. Talk about just bounce off the walls, insanely heavy, amazing guitar work with just really dissonant, clangy, clashy sort of chords, super energetic music. The singer just wails all over the place. This is just really high energy indie rock. I know that term is just kind of like overused, but I don't really know what else to describe it as. This came out in 1994. But yeah, high energy stuff. I just love it. Super memorable songs. Stuff that So next, Captain fucking Beefheart, you bet your ass. This is a LP reissue of Ice Cream for Crow. This is the only LP I have of his, but I would think that most of you would be somewhat familiar with maybe Trout Mask's Replica. But this stuff is so strange. This is some of the weirdest music ever made, and if you ever have seen this document, there's a documentary made about the recording of Trout Mask Replica and how they locked all the members of the band in a house and made them rehearse for like 8 hours a day before they finally recorded it. And then they went into the studio and the guy was like, do you guys want to try that again? And they were like, no, that's how it sounds. Really interesting band, just really strange music.
You hardly know a day goes by in the cardboard cutout sundown. The moon popped up like a gallery duck, sipped up gold from the sunny cup, and Longhorn sawed the buggy grass, and the cowboy blew a harp sitting on his chapped ass. And the prairie flowers didn't look a bit queer, and the stars struck the sand, cartwheeled and poked in the prairie. A cactus juice stand, the only place the crows couldn't land. The bluebottle flies were as big as the cowboys' eyes, and their buzz was as loud as rattlers. A fire engine red whistle blows raspberries in a cloud of whipped steam. A tumbleweed ran out like cotton yarn.
So next, you're going to be surprised at this. Cameo. This is Alligator Woman. Now, most people know Cameo from their 80s hit Word Up, but before that, they actually kind of had like 3 or 4 different incarnations, and I have a lot of their LPs. I just picked this one. I guess I would say it is my favorite. Really nothing special here about this edition of it, but they started out as like a funk group in the late 70s, turned into kind of like an indie, I guess, just a rock band or so. With a lot of funk influences kind of stuff. And honestly, I think this album influenced Faith No More quite a bit. So if that interests you, I would recommend that. This is where I would start with Cameo, though. You know, the Word Up stuff, that stuff sucks. The funk stuff is pretty cool if you're into some super kind of like fun party type of music. Let's see, what are the albums? I don't know. The song Shake Your Pants is just a fucking party in one song.
Seems impossible. No, you can't do it. You know you can't do
Next, I know you guys have probably all heard of this band, Depeche Mode. Really nothing new, but I love this band. I'm kind of a sucker for like 80s pop. This stuff is just highly emotive, really intelligent, super memorable. Can't go wrong with Depeche Mode. Pretty much all of their stuff is really good, honestly. Even their newer stuff. I know this is going to kind of paint me into a corner of seeming like a total 80s head, but it's just kind of like a convergence of music that I happen to have on LP, and I really didn't spend much time grabbing this stuff. I'm into all different kinds of music. I'm into bluegrass, jazz, funk. Right now we're listening to a really weird band called Capture, which is like a chamber orchestra band. This I'm into, Kraftwerk, Man Machine. I'm into electronic music quite a bit. This thing is just a piece of shit. I only paid a couple of bucks for this, maybe probably just to hang on the wall. But this is a classic album. Everybody needs to have this. Super ingenuitive, early electronic music.
You're charging our battery, and now we're full of energy. We are the robots. We are the robots. We are the robots.
This is a band called Pentangle. Now, I don't know much about this band because they're kind of new to me, but it's really nice folk music from the late 70s. Actually, maybe mid 70s, early 70s, somewhere around there. Anyway, this album is called Basket of Light, and I do prefer this one to their others. Female vocal fronted, almost like classical music influenced folk. It's just really complex. Kind of just makes me think of, I don't know, like castle royalty kind of stuff mixed with folk. I don't know. Hard to put into words, but this stuff is great. And also the guitar player's solo records are awesome. He just passed away a couple of years ago, but John Renborn, the guitar player, has some amazing solo records. Next, I've got... This is Return to Forever, Romantic Warrior. This is one of the greatest jazz pop records ever to come out. This is Al Di Meola on guitar, Chick Corea on... Well, I think he wrote all the songs. Piano, Stanley Clarke on bass, and drummer... Lenny White on drums. Super talented band, wrote some super catchy, memorable jazz songs. They just fucking shred the Nexus into Polaris. This is one of my favorites. I've got quite a few of their records on LP. by the way, obviously, well, so I guess the purpose of this video is because I wanted to put snippets of these albums in the video so you don't have to go looking down below for a sample if you're somewhat interested. I hope that isn't annoying. I'm kind of looking to get into that direction, giving you a little snippet as I learn more about video editing. Next, I've talked about these guys before in a video for just a second, but I'll talk about them again because I love me some Sparks. This is, a lot of people have favorite albums that are earlier than this one because they're a little more intricate, but I find this one to be just like a bold 80s pop, memorable party in one LP. You put this on and everybody dances instantly. All the songs are super fun, memorable, catchy, stupid. There's nothing not to love about this band.
I wish I looked a little better.
Next, this is a really weird band. A lot of people don't know about these guys, but they're called Stump. They were an Irish band, active between about 82 and 87. Now this is just an EP with a couple of weird songs on it. Songs like Tupperware Stripper, Our Fathers, Buffalo, Everything in Its Place, and the song Beefheart Actor is just a rager. Nice cover on that. These guys are super, super weird. I love them. And lastly, this is probably my favorite non-metal band, XTC. So they write just amazing, there's just amazing, incredible songwriters, whether it's written by Andrew Partridge, the guitar player singer, or Colin Molden, the bass player. Actually, I kind of prefer Colin's songs. But this album was produced by Todd Rundgren, if that sounds up your alley. But this is just really, to me, this is like the most perfect pop record ever written. Not that I'm a big studious pop music aficionado, but a lot of people do consider this to be it. This is just like the soundest, most perfect pop album there is out there. So if that sounds good to you, check it out. So that's it for today. Real quick, real short. Hope you liked it. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching.